What up? Quasar Qult back in the building.
We back.
Once again, this is season 2, episode 6.
Yep.
Is it episode 6?
Episode 6, bro.
Yes, we are here at Starcan Creative Labs. We are one of the premier entertainment blogs, QuasarQult.com, where we drop all kinds of news, information, entertainment stories, films, reviews. Joey just wrote an amazing review on Ant-Man. Make sure you go check that out. We're just doing all kinds of dope stuff. We actually have a new-ish channel. I say new because we just rebranded some old shit that we had.
It's new.
It's new, though. Cult Life on YouTube. Make sure you check that out because we'll be posting these podcast episodes in full, as well as other stuff, just stuff in general.
Shout out to our sponsor, Yam Yams, one time.
Yeah, so this is Voodooeyes. I'm Jaron Ikner, and we're out here doing it big, living it up, living our best life, taking over the world. How you been, man? How's life been treating you?
Been pretty, honestly, bro, the past week has been pretty stressful, but you know how it is. We keep it pushing, we keep it moving, keep our head highs, keep our head high, fuck it, and high.
Keep our head high and stay high.
Yep, you already know. It is what it is, though. Nah, it's been good, though, just a lot of little hurdles that I had to get over, but other than that, shit's been good. What about you?
I've been staying busy, staying in these streets, but
Facts.
life is wild. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot going on in my life, but, trying to stay the course there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Trying to be great, trying to take over the world one day at a time in terms of just, like, the mission that we're trying to pursue,
Yeah, for sure.
Life is great. Life is beautiful. There's a lot of blessings out there that I count every day when I wake up. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to understand that sometimes it's a hard road, sometimes it's not. And that was just really cryptic. I like being cryptic because I like to make people be like, what the fuck's he talking about? But with that said, shout out to Yam Yams. They're the ones who provided the smoke.
Just know that we coming for everything.
You probably see this big ass red sign on our screen that says open mic contest on March 8th. And that's basically what it is. So on March 8th, we're doing an open mic competition. The winner of this competition essentially will get not only $50, but they also will win a slot on our Quasar Qult blog, meaning that we'll do a write-up on you, give you an interview, let you do your thing. And then also you will get an interview. Sorry, you'll be on the campfire event, maybe March. I say maybe because we're working out some things. You'll get a slot on that, which will be a paid slot, VIP access, all that shit.
Yep.
But then you also get what else? What's the last thing on there? I said $50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$50. And then was that all? A pack.
A yam pack.
Yams.
Yeah, a yam pack from
Yep.
Yam Yams, who's our sponsor. They're the ones who are providing the smoke for us right now. And so it's always cool to be a part of that.
So in total, it's probably about a $250 grand prize as far as like just a package. But get a little bit of money, get a little exposure, get a little bit of smoke, a little bit of this and that, and then not only that, but you get to perform twice.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah. It's a good deal.
Yep.
Yeah. So
come through, vibe with us and shit. Open
yeah.
mic.
So we're gonna go ahead and get into the show. The first little tidbit that we got going on here, I believe, is we're going to talk about this Tetris movie. So, motherfucker, they made a fucking Tetris movie.
Yep.
Which is, like, fucking wild just because of the fact that, like, that's not something that we really expect. Obviously, there's a whole wave when it comes to video games and things like that. But, with the Super Mario Brother movie coming out, Last of Us doing so well, et cetera, so forth, it's just interesting to see this, like, rise in film and movies like combining together.
And the funny thing is like that Tetris movie isn't even gonna be about like people are thinking that it's gonna be about the game and you're gonna see blocks and the blocks are gonna be characters and you know what I'm saying? Like nah, it's about the story and this it's like the Facebook movie where the Social Network.
Yeah, but it's going to be interesting because I think they're taking that angle. But we have we have a clip of the trailer right here.
No, it's just it was just a.
That wasn't the right one. Let me see here. This one. No. Yeah, this one right here. There we go. Yeah, that's the graphic that you made for Tetris. Yeah, but it's interesting because when it comes to the cast, it's that dude from what's his face, Kingsman.
Yeah,
that's what he's most known for. He also played Elton John too, in that Elton John biopic movie. He was Elton John in that movie.
When did that come out? Am I late in the game?
A couple years ago.
Fuck.
Rocket Man, I think that's what it's called.
Oh, that's what it's called.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about, right?
No.
Right? Yeah, because it's actually I haven't seen the entire film, but I saw like clips from it. It's actually like a pretty dope situation.
Oh, okay.
And so it's one of those things where I really interested in him as an actor because he's a really good actor. And he's one of those actors that really like hold it down in a way that is like, oh shit, like he is probably when like there was rumors that he was gonna be Wolverine at one point.
Oh yeah.
And
Hugh Jackman was like,
I mean, for all we know, he still could be Wolverine.
A variant. The way that Marvel works, there's different variants of everybody, so you know. Yeah,
it's very well possible that he could still end up being Wolverine for all we know. But yeah, I think what's his name? Terrian or Terry Egerton. I don't know. I'm totally butchering his name. I feel bad. I should have wrote his name down and tried to pronounce it.
Yeah, it's Taron Egerton.
I was close.
Yeah.
Taron Egerton. Yeah.
But he's basically playing the Russian computer engineer named Alexei. I'm not gonna butcher the last name, but you know. Yeah, basically it tells the whole story of how that shit went down. It's crazy. Apparently, it's a wilder story than we ever knew. So. Let's see how exciting that is. Yeah,
I mean, when I saw the trailer, it's like, okay, they're trying to hype this up a little bit.
a little bit.
It's a little intense on the hype there, where they have like there might be a scene where he's running. I believe there might be some running in the trailer.
There's like a Russian mafia.
There's like some Russian mafia trying to kill him. Yeah,
like what?
It's a whole conspiracy in this video game. And I think there's a scene where he's like giving like one of those. I wouldn't call it stereotypical, but it's very common in films where you have like the monologue at the desk to the boss about how good the product is. And he's like, all I see are blocks and all kinds of shit. Yeah. So I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, I mean, it probably will be a banger.
Maybe not.
I remember I made a post on Facebook just joking because it was a meme saying
that was funny.
What's a movie that if it had an Avatar sized budget that you would adapt that's based off a video game? And I said Tetris. And jokingly, but it turns out that they were actually working on this movie prior to. And you know, I'm gonna check it out. I'm not gonna go watch it in theaters, but when that shit drops on HBO Max or whatever, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
I'm very, very picky about the movies I watch in theaters.
Same. Kind of. Maybe. I feel like I went to go see Cocaine Bear. That's the next review coming, by the way. I'm writing that now.
What did you think of Cocaine Bear?
Bro, honestly, I was expecting something else, but I definitely got... I was expecting something, but I got something completely different. It was pretty good. It was a pretty good movie. It was funny. It was also like... I guess I can say that I was entertained. And like... It wasn't a bad movie. Like, you know how you can watch a scary movie and it be like you know, like Sharknado or some stupid shit like that?
Yeah.
Like, I hate those movies, bro. But like, this movie was funny. They had what's his name? Ice Cube's son.
Oh, O'Shea Jackson.
Yes, Junior.
Or Junior, whatever.
Yeah, Junior. Yep. He was in that movie. He did a good role, and then Ray Liotta too. I think that was like one of his last movies that he did before he passed away.
I know that the film was directed by, I'm not sure if it was written by, but directed by Elizabeth Banks. So she has a pretty like stable career. Like she's one of those few actresses like who I wouldn't go watch everything that she's done, but everything that she has done that I've watched, I have enjoyed.
Yeah.
Like she picks good movies. So I think this might be her directorial debut.
Oh, nice.
So it's kind of interesting that she came out the gate so interesting and weird with the Cocaine Bear.
Well, it's actually pretty wild because like the movie's based off of true events. Like there was here, let me go into my notes really quick. But like literally there was there in the beginning of the movie it starts out like there's a dude that's dead, right? And it's actually a smuggler from like 1985 and this actually happened. that a dude parachuted down and he was found dead on the floor with like I don't know how much amount of cocaine on him. So like they searched around the entire thing, and I guess like a month later they found a bear dead, and it was overdosed on cocaine.
This is based on a true story.
So this is based on a true story, but
well, I mean,
the events in the movie.
So yeah, when I say based on a true story, meaning that they took that one little part.
Yeah,
they went from point A to point Z and filled in the blanks.
Yep, exactly. And they just like made this wild. It's a wild movie. It's pretty good though. It's a pretty fun. Like I said, it's a fun movie. It was bloody. It was gory. It was pretty scary. It was cool.
I heard they're trying to make like sequels too, though.
I don't know. Well, they're trying to make
alligator or something like that.
Remember when I first heard about it, I was like meth walrus.
I
said meth walrus, and then now they're making what's it called? Adderall alligator, and they're talking about making a meth alligator, something like that. They're trying to make a whole bunch of spin-offs now, and it was good though.
The movie did pretty well. I don't know the exact numbers what's in front of me, but like I think it made like 28 million or some shit like that, or like. Mm-hmm. And it did a lot better than what is expected to do because people are wild when it comes to hype and stuff like that.
Well, the critics rated it better than Ant-Man, so
yeah.
But no, it was a good movie though. Anyways, what were we talking about?
We were talking about Tetris, basically. Yeah. And so, but we can move on to the next topic. Let's talk about j.cole here. So, this man basically was cursed, quote unquote, by Drake, is what we're calling this, because he basically like Drake went ahead and put I don't know what the exact number was, but it was a big old fat bet.
It was $400,000.
$400,000.
Yeah.
On
j.cole.
On j.cole, and j.cole then ended up suffering his first loss. So, as a result, shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, when it comes to j.cole doing the whole boxing thing, like, it was funny to me that he always chose boxers who weren't necessarily considered to be skilled boxers.
Yeah.
And so,
there's already a meme that there was like j.cole versus MMA boxers 3-0, j.cole versus boxer 0-1. It's like, okay.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like,
basically,
everybody that he's fought, he's either been like an entire retired boxer or a boxer that has been not even like a boxer, like a fighter.
No, yeah, I think the first two were like what? The first one was an NFL player. Remember?
Yes.
And then that was like, I feel like that was just like, I don't know if they really count that as an actual boxing thing, but I feel like, what were the last three? It was he fought two fights against Tyron Woodley, and then he fought what's his name? Ben Ackerson. Or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have his whole fucking thing, because honestly, I don't care about fucking j.cole.
But I'm just saying though, like.
With that said, like, it's just. I mean, I respect j.cole for being what he wants to be.
Yeah,
that's basically how I feel about that. In the sense where it's like, j.cole was like, "Yo, I'm gonna be a fucking boxer," and then he decided to fucking go be a boxer.
Yeah,
like he went out. And did that shit. Though. He did that shit.
Yeah,
and but he's actually fighting boxers who are like actually real boxers who can actually like throw punches and do damage. And so now we're starting to see him, take fucking L's. We'll see how long he decides to remain a boxer. Because
I feel like he'll do all right. He said that he wants to do a rematch already with Tommy Fury. So
yeah, I mean, I didn't watch the fight, but I heard it was actually a pretty close fight. Like, it wasn't like Tommy Fury like beat the fuck out of him. It was more just like,
well,
it was a split decision, I believe, right?
I mean, when you look at, yeah, I guess.
Did you watch the fight?
I didn't watch the fight, but I did see the highlights, and I feel like Tommy tagged him a lot more. I mean, you could see more damage on him, I guess, on Jake than I guess you see on Tommy. But, I mean, he knocked him down like twice. Like Jake knocked him down, I think, twice, and I feel like that's why people were like, "What? He knocked him down on the 8th round and." Tommy still won, or something like that.
So wait,
I don't know the rules of boxing.
j.cole knocked down Tommy Fury twice.
I think so, or what's in the eighth round or something like that.
And Tommy Fury still won.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I have to go back and actually watch that fight.
Yeah. I mean, it was all right. The highlights were cool though. It was like, damn, they did tag each other pretty good though. But the ones that I seen like Tommy hit though were like, oh, like you could see them. You know what I'm saying? Like they were like clear as like, but the ones that you see Jake land, it was like, oh shit, did he get him? Oh, okay. And then you see him, yeah. It was good. You got to watch that.
Yeah, I might watch it. I'm about like a big boxing guy, like I said. This is not a boxing channel, so.
Facts. We're just talking about it.
We're just talking about it. That's the hot shit. But
hot shit
with that said, we'll move on. One of my favorite rappers, the number 7 rapper of all time, according to Rolling Stone magazine, Lil Wayne just dropped a new single featuring, or quote unquote featuring DMX. Mm-hmm. And I say quote unquote because essentially it's a Swiss Beats track that has a DMX sample on it, and Lil Wayne's on there, and the song's fucking dope. Don't get me wrong, like I'm a fucking big Lil Wayne fan. It took a while for him to grow. I mean, I think Lil Wayne is actually probably the best testimony of a rapper who I didn't initially like, and now I fucking love.
Yeah. Like
when Lil Wayne first came out, he like really, really, really annoyed me.
That's funny.
To a point where I was like, man. But yeah, this is I can explain to you a variety of reasons why I don't mess with Sweet Beats, but a lot of it has to do with the fact that one, he is dealing with or it's not saying dealing with, but he basically cheated on his first wife with Alicia Keys. And that's how he ended up with Alicia Keys.
Dang.
And so that's part of it. And then so the second part of it is the fact that he also makes terrible beats.
I feel like he makes the same type of beat.
It's definitely like a keyboard type of situation where like a lot of these beats are basically based off of like the same kind of notes and the same kind of sounds. He uses the same kind of drum kits. He's done this his entire career.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, he's probably like one of the most overrated producers of all time. Now, I'm not trying to sit here and make this like a Swiss Beats hating session. That's definitely not my goal here. But like I talk a lot of shit about Swiss Beats on my Facebook page. It's like maybe like once every 3 months I am hating on Swiss Beats. And that's just like how it is. But we're not here to talk about Swiss Beats. We're here to talk about why my dog is freaking out right now. You good, Lumi? You good? Come here. You good? Come here. She's just spazzing right now. Anyways, but no, Lil Wayne. So basically, he just announced a new tour, and
the Carter 6.
The Carter, is it the 6?
Yeah,
is it confirmed to be 6? The Carter 6, and he's coming to Phoenix here soon too.
Yeah.
He's playing Van Buren, which would be a pretty crazy show.
Well, because it's kind of a small venue, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, I agree.
Tickets are going to be sold out really quick.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the point, though, right? You want to sell out. If you try to play like Footprint Center, I'm not sure if Lil Wayne's doing that. I mean, maybe.
We don't want to do. I feel like Lil Wayne, people still love Lil Wayne, though. I feel like 1,000's a little bit of people for Lil Wayne. I mean, when I was like, he's doing the Footprint Center, and then I looked up the capacity, and I was like, damn.
Is he playing Footprint Center?
I mean,
Van Buren.
Van Buren, my bad. That's what I meant. You said that.
Yeah. I think it's Van Buren.
Yeah.
Van Buren holds like, I think like 700, maybe 1,000.
No, it said 1,000 on the website. I looked it up. That's why, because I looked it up and I was like, dang, how many people are in that? Because that's a small venue. And then I was like, I checked it and it was like 1,000 people. And I'm like, what? 1,000 people for Wayne? That's what y'all telling me?
Yeah. I think that's fair though, because like I said, that's a guarantee. Are tickets still on sale for it?
I don't know. I don't know if they've gotten on sale yet. But
they probably haven't gone on sale. That's probably a good point.
That's what I'm saying. He dropped the tour and then had like a list, and people were like, "What?" And
then he just dropped a single. Yep. So we're starting to see the rollout. Pay attention, guys. We're seeing a old head rolling out the music in a traditional way.
The traditional way,
and it's dope. I'm excited because I think when it comes to Lil Wayne, I think that. When it comes to Lil Wayne, I think that, like I said, when he first came out, like when he was first on Cash Money Records and he was doing this and that, like I really did not like Lil Wayne.
No, to be honest, neither did I. I was listening to some of like his first tracks that came out. I did not like his flow. I was like, he definitely grew. It's like he grew as an artist. So when he grew as an artist, he grew on you type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But like now it's kind of just like, I don't know. he's like I think that he should be taking that number one spot, to be honest with you.
You think he's the number one rapper of all time?
I feel like
of all time?
Maybe number two. But I don't know. I just don't feel like Jay's number one though. I don't feel like Jay's number one, bro. I don't, because I feel like Jay is only up there because of his money, and I feel like a lot of his money doesn't have to do with rap. But yeah. I feel like it has to do with rap because rap got him to that platform. So is he the best rapper though?
I think you could argue for him having definitely a top 5 slot. But like when I saw that list and I saw him at number 7, and then after him I think I don't even know who's number 6. But it's like Eminem, Nas, no. Yeah, I have to look at the list now. I don't remember who the top 5 is.
I could bring up the list.
I know. I think it's Eminem. Nas is number 3. Kendrick's number 2, and Jay-Z's number 1. I forgot who number 4 is. Biggie. Biggie's number 4.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Number 6 is who's number 6? It's not Drake. It's I don't remember who number 6 is. But like the 6 rappers that were before or ahead of Lil Wayne, it's like okay. I could see that. Like, I think that, like, with Lil Wayne, he's become a more precise rapper. Like, when I like, it's the point where, like, he's become more intelligent with his raps and he's grown and, like, you've heard his progression, his beat selection's better. You know what I'm saying? His overall, I think when he dropped fucking The Funeral and he was like, yo, I'm going to do 24 tracks, I think that was a little much. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I was listening to the album, I did press the heart on my little stream thing and put some of them on there. But for the most part, it was like, man, that's a lot of fucking music. It's a shit ton of music. But and that's the thing though. Like I'm all about old heads being out here still grinding, and that's why, in my opinion, like Nas is fucking the top rapper right now. He just actually played Madison Square Garden last week.
I do feel like I agree with you. When you said that, I do agree with you because like.
Nas is damn near 50 years old.
Yeah,
you dropped fucking 4 albums,
and I like how he says like, yeah,
won a Grammy.
My generation doesn't inspire me, like you know what I mean?
Yeah, because he understands that. Because most people who are his age are like they're over it. Like, you're not out here trying to push the culture and make music. That's why Nas is like, fuck it, I'm gonna hook up a Hit Boy who's arguably like the best producer of his generation, besides maybe Metro Boomin,
and get some bangers
and just fucking work in the studio, just work.
Because the list is Jay is number 1, and then Kendrick is number 2, number 3 is Nas. And then number 4 is Tupac. Number 5.
Tupac. That's what it is.
5 is Eminem.
I forgot about fucking Pac.
6 is Biggie. I feel like Wayne should have been ahead of Biggie.
You putting Wayne over Pac?
Over Biggie? Nah.
Over Biggie?
Over Pac
sure.
too, though?
Over Biggie,
I'm
sure.
thinking,
absolutely. I think Wayne over Biggie is actually a fair.
I think that's fair.
That's actually fair because I think
that's fair.
I mean, there's a whole generation that's influenced by Lil Wayne.
Yeah,
basically the generation we're seeing now is entirely influenced by Lil Wayne. Like Notorious B.I.G. didn't influence a generation in that same sense. Like, don't get me wrong, he's a great rapper. His first 2 albums, his only 2 albums are amazing. Yeah, but he's not. There's not little Biggies running around. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Being like, oh, I'm Biggie. You know what I'm saying? Like, but there's plenty of fucking Lil Wayne clones out there.
Yeah, I feel that.
Like, he started a whole fucking wave. And just because of that, I think that's why he's so high on the list. But also with Lil Wayne, too, though, like, this man is consistent, dude. I mean, he had a little dip for a minute when he went to jail and was dealing with some shit. Like,
nah, but that's when he came back the strongest.
He came out crazy.
He came out crazy.
And let's not forget about fucking mixtape generation. When like, this dude put out like 5,000 mixtapes. There's a mixtape every hour from Lil Wayne. It was crazy. I would check fucking DatPiff and there'd be like 45 Lil Wayne mixtapes.
Sorry for the wait. 1, 2, 3,
bro. And it was crazy. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, when you look back at Lil Wayne's career, it's like, shit, man, this dude actually is one of the greatest rappers of all time. Whether you like his music or not, you can't deny his progress. You can't deny his growth. You can't deny his impact.
Would you put over Pac though?
Eminem over Pac.
I feel like that's like it was like number. I feel like they were like, no, we can't put.
I think that Eminem is actually a top 3 rapper, but
yeah,
in order to do that, you have to really be able to justify that in a way that is logical. My dog's just tearing shit up and just knocking over things and just creating a whole ruckus over here. So don't pardon the background noise. She even knows that she fucked up. She like laid the fuck down. She's like, okay, let me chill. So, but anyways, I believe that Eminem is actually top 3. You could argue that Eminem is the greatest rapper of all time, But the only reason why I don't make that argument, and I hate to say this, is because he's white. And because of him being white, it puts him in a whole different category of who his audience is, who's buying his music, et cetera, so forth. Because some of these rappers who are the same tier as Eminem do not have the same audience.
Yeah.
And so his numbers are skewed as a result. Because, yes, hip-hop is one of the most consumed music forms of all time. Depending on who you ask, it might be the most popular. But it doesn't mean that it was made for these people who are consuming it.
Yeah.
Basically, when I say that a white person listening to hip-hop doesn't have necessarily the same kind of oomph as a black person listening to hip-hop, especially if the music made by a black person.
Yeah.
Now, if you put a very exceptional white rapper in those shoes, and they're speaking to white audiences and telling stories for white people and telling things that they can relate to, boom.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking powder keg, right? Because now all of a sudden, all these people who already related to hip-hop have a fucking a totem or a hero to represent their voice. And that's basically what happened with Eminem, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a lot of people said that when they first heard Eminem, they thought that he was black.
I think Eminem, when he first came out, was trying to be black.
I
think there's like a lot of that. So especially when you watch his like early rap battles, listen to his Infinite album, like his rapping was way different. And it wasn't actually until he linked with like the Bass Brothers and made that first Slim Shady LP, and then EP, and then Dr. Dre got a hold of it, and Dr. Dre's like, bro, like be weird.
Be weird.
Like just be goofy, you know what I'm saying? Be that fucking like think about it, like the Hi My Name Is Slim Shady song. Yeah. That's like one of like the weirdest fucking first debut singles for a rapper like ever. Yeah. Like the beat was weird. I mean, the sample was actually fucking genius. Dr. Dre just being a genius, but like, think about that single in hindsight. Like, hi, my name is, hi, my name is, hi. Like, it's wild. Yeah, like the beat was weird. Like, it's like Eminem, like Dr. Dre basically had a conversation with Eminem, saying like, bro, like, get off the black people shit, bro. Yeah. Just fucking be you. Tell us some weird shit. Tell us about your mom. Tell us about your family. What I be telling everybody all the time, tell us your fucking story. Facts. And Eminem was like, "Oh shit, I got crazy stories. My mom is doing my mom." Yep. And he just went to fuck. He just went. That's my Eminem impression. And then he just went to fuck off, right? My mom, me and my mom, and then my mom taking pills. Ill. I love Eminem though. That's my boy. I was listening to Eminem this morning, dog. I was listening to old Eminem. I'm like, bro, this boy can fucking rap. He's an amazing rapper. He has great songs.
That's funny.
But like when you made that post a while back saying that a lot of his shit aged bad, bro, a lot of his shit has aged terribly.
No, I'm saying though, like, and then it was funny because a lot of people were like, nah, it's because people are pussies, and I'm like, I mean, I wouldn't say that, but yes, but like. What can you do, bro?
There are Eminem songs that I've heard once or twice that I knew for a fact I was never going to listen to again.
Facts.
Because they fucking suck. And that's just me being facts, right? But when it comes down to is that like if you're a rapper, if you're an artist, sometimes you're gonna make shitty fucking music. Yeah. This is how it is. Eminem just happens to make a lot more shitty music than others.
Nah, but the thing is too, he happened to also make certain bangers that were like,
but no, he's got some bangers.
Yeah,
though.
He does have some bangers.
He's got some really, really good
when I made that post, I wasn't trying to be hateful on Eminem, so that's what everybody was, because I seen people arguing on there, and I was like, I'm not gonna argue with y'all. It's like I'm not gonna argue with y'all. Like I love Eminem's music. I'm just saying, I've heard a lot of shit where I was just like, yeah, if this was dropped today, this would be like, yeah, cancel. No Absolutely. More. You know what I mean?
That's part of Eminem's brilliance, though, because he did evolve.
Yeah, facts.
But basically, when he had that overdose and almost died, he was like, okay, I have some more weird shit I have to get out real quick, and that's when he dropped Relapse. Yeah, and basically had the accent and was rapping all goofy, and he had the puppet, song and shit. Yeah, weird ass album, bro.
He's weird. Bro.
Album was weird as fuck. It had some bangers, but the album was weird as fuck. He had a whole song about murdering people. He had a song about his stepdad raping him. Yeah. It's like, bro, you're fucking on some shit. But then after that, though, he made a switch. He's like, all right, cool.
Didn't I say that, though? I was like, no, after Relapse. I was like, everything before that was like, whoa.
Yeah, like, whoa, hold up a second, bro. You're like fucking 35, 40 years old when this shit happened. You're rapping about this shit still. And he's like, yeah, you're right. You're right. Hold up. So then he drops Not Afraid, which is, I think, it might be his most successful song besides Lose Yourself. Mm-hmm. And that's basically like the sobriety anthem. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, I'm sober now. Mm-hmm. I'm making the song Not Afraid. I'm not afraid, which honestly I think is kind of corny. Yeah. Probably some of the corniest bars that he's had in his career is on that song. I'm going to stick my dick in the circle because I'm not fucking around. bruh.
The whole double entendre in that.
The whole song is just that.
What?
That's the whole song. It's like just a stupid ass like. I don't have to. We have to bring up more quotes because I don't have it at the top of my
Please
head.
Don't.
The
that
whole
was
thing
enough.
is just like fucking.
That was enough.
Random ass. But it's inspirational fight music for fucking the people who are sober. And since then, like he's been trying to compete. Mm-hmm. But basically, what Nas is saying, right? Where Nas is like, I'm Nas, and like I'm gonna go out here and start getting at these motherfuckers' necks and making great music.
Yeah.
That's what the fuck he did. He hooked up with Hit Boy, started cranking out fucking album after album after album. Yeah. All 4 of the albums that he put out are fantastic.
Fire.
Like I said, damn, bro, you fucking did that shit.
I didn't hear the first one, but I heard the last 3.
They're all great.
Yeah.
And his song 40 Side, I think on King's Disease 2, if you look at my most played, it's probably like my second or third most played song of last year. Bump the fuck out of that song. And that's what the reason why I love that song is because like that song was literally made for me. Like the song's called 40 Side because it's about being on the other side of 40, right? And basically, what does that mean to be like a black man on the other side of 40? He's talking about like how a lot of the homies in the same position that he is, fucking, they don't know shit. One of my favorite lines in that song is like the only island my niggas know are Rikers and Staten. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But this dude's been all over the world, traveling all these different places, but he still has homies that have never left prison. You know what I'm saying? That are still out there grinding. But investing your money, making sure your people are good, doing this and right. That's just like fucking motivation music because I'm like, man, I'm getting older. I'm trying to fucking like be a better person. And now it's like, oh, here, fucking, this is how I became a better person. I put money in the right places. I did this and that. Listen to my shit, bitch. I'm a rapper. Yeah. And it's like, fuck. I wish Jay-Z would do that more because when Jay-Z fucking raps, he's just like, I am rich, bitch. That's basically like I'm totally summarizing. I know Jay-Z fans are gunning for me. Like, no, listen, man, he has fucking quintuple entendres and shit.
I get rappers looking at me sideways and be like, Jay's alright.
You don't understand that when he says bird, he means bird in fucking 10 different ways. You're stupid.
Yeah, bruh.
No, you get it.
He'll be like, nah, bruh.
But what is Jay-Z telling me? Bruh. Like, I like 444 because, I mean,
yeah,
he at least was trying to drop some game. But even when I was listening to the album recently, he's still kind of coming off kind of condescending.
Yeah.
He's like, I could have fucking dropped fucking $2 million on Dumbo, but I didn't. Now it's worth like $20 million. I'm a Dumbo. Shit, I got too much money. I'm not playing with it, right? You broke. Step it up. Nas is not coming like that. I'm saying Nas is like, hey, you're broke. It's okay.
Yeah.
This site don't get broke. You know what I'm saying? Like, move your money here, invest in your people, do this and that.
Yeah.
And so if Jay-Z like went on an album run like Nas all of a sudden and dropped like 4 albums out of nowhere.
He doesn't need to though. That's the thing now. It's like, but like for the culture though,
Nas doesn't either though.
But that's what I'm saying though. But no, I'm just saying though, like as far as how Jay-Z wants to play it, I feel like he doesn't need to. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't want. He's like, nah. At this point, they just dropped the list, bro. He's #1 rapper of all time apparently.
Well, so I mean,
it's like after this, like if he drops another album, is it gonna make him a better rapper? Like or
I'm now #0 rapper of all time. I'm the zero.
You feel me?
Like, the 0 rapper of all time, killing it. But no, I think if I really think about the God Did verse that he dropped last year. It's like if he didn't drop that verse, I think he would have been lower in the list.
Yeah.
Because the thing about that verse is that it's actually a crazy verse, and it's like 7 fucking minutes, and allegedly he didn't write it. Allegedly, he just like heard the beat and was just like, oh, okay, and he went in there and just fucking spazzed out and wrote the fucking verse. And then he performed the verse at the Grammys flawlessly. And it's like, okay, you're actually a fucking amazing rapper, bro. Like you're actually fucking fantastic. So it's not like fucking like he's a shitty rapper. You know what I'm saying? He's actually one of the greatest rappers of all time. Mm-hmm. But is he the greatest rapper of all time?
Yeah.
That's such a hard debate. It really depends. Actually, video that I'm working on, you guys get to hear this first. So this is actually a response to the video that I put on YouTube because I got a lot of people gunning for me right now. They're like, bro, you're so trash. You're so trash, bro. Make your own list. So check it out, bro. I'm making my own list. And this is what I'm doing, though. But this is what I'm doing.
Let's go.
I'm using AI, Chat GPT, as well as other AIs to ask it to help me tabulate who is the best rapper of all time, based off of, and we'll use the vibe list or the Billboard Vibe list has the metrics, like the same metrics, like album sales, accolades, longevity, et cetera, so forth. Like basically, literally asking ChatGPT these questions and having it make lists for me, and then be like, okay, based off these lists, could you tabulate who's the best rapper of all time?
Bro, I cannot wait to see that video.
You know what I'm saying? And see what happens with that. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that what might end up happening, if this goes the way that I want it to, is that we'll wind up seeing that rappers like Jay-Z, Eminem. Actually, Eminem actually might end up being number one.
I feel like that too. When it comes to album sales, that's my point though.
I mean, album sales, accolades.
Yeah.
He might end up being number one.
Yeah.
But like Kendrick Lamar, number two, no.
Yeah, no.
That was not happening.
Yeah, no.
Drake will probably wind up being number two or number three based off of album sales, accolades, longevity, impact. And I don't necessarily know how to ask ChatGPT how to measure impact, so I have to figure out some type of solid metric to ask it.
Yeah.
Like who are the number of artists who have come from this? I don't know. I have to figure it out. But
what we need to do is like make a post and then put like $250 on that shit and just run it and see how many people tag in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Make it like
a tournament,
like a thirst post. You know what I mean?
See,
just
like,
gets people to click.
We're gonna ask this motherfucker, and you guys get to bet.
Yeah,
place your bets.
Yeah,
but like
something wild.
Based off the metrics, like album sales alone, all of a sudden Nicki Minaj is in the conversation.
That's true.
All of a sudden Eminem is in the conversation. All of a sudden Drake's in the conversation. Those are the three top selling
Kanye
rappers
too.
of all. Yeah, Kanye too.
Kanye too.
These are the top selling rappers of all time. Accolades, same thing. I think Kanye has the most fucking Grammys. So does Jay-Z though. Jay-Z has the most Grammys too.
But album sales though, he has the most. I've never purchased a Jay-Z album in my
Jay-Z
life.
Jay-Z be cheating though. Jay-Z be fucking cheating. Because what Jay-Z does is he pre-sells his album to companies and they put it on your fucking phone or some bullshit like that. That's what he did with fucking Magna Carta and 444.
Yeah.
So you gotta have Sprint to get him out. I'm on fucking
you know
Sprint.
How many people got Sprint, bro?
Nobody.
A lot. No, a lot of people got Sprint, bro.
I got
nobody.
Pirate Bay. That's what I got.
He said nobody.
I got Pirate Bay.
I got the internet.
That's what I did. I popped on Pirate Bay.
Facts.
And we got that shit. Cause fuck Jay-Z. Even that's the first, ironically enough, the first song on fucking 444 is called Fuck Jay-Z, but they ain't fuck Jay-Z. I like Jay-Z though. That's my dude. Like,
yeah.
It's just really hard to be like, he's the greatest rapper of all time. It's hard for me to say that without like removing the money from it.
Yeah.
Because when you remove the money from it, it's like a whole different conversation.
Yeah.
And when you actually look at the accolades, no, Jay-Z has not sold a lot of records.
Yeah.
Relatively speaking.
Yeah.
Like he might have sold.
I don't feel like that counts. Like putting your album on somebody's phone, like already before the, you know what I mean? I don't feel like that counts.
I'm gonna ask the phone. How many records has Jay-Z sold? According to Google, real quick, it says he sold 140 million records, but I think that's cap. I think that my phone's lying to me. And I think they're also including everything that he's ever done in terms of collaborations with his wife and stuff like that too. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about fucking albums. This says 29 million on his wiki in terms of his albums that he's sold that are his actual albums. So he sold 29 million albums. 140 million records. Which is always confuses people that's when people, because Nicki Minaj has sold fucking like 100 or something close to like 190 million records.
You know what's funny? I've purchased a fucking Nicki Minaj record back in the day when we fucking had to buy shit off of iTunes when I had to fucking, you know what I mean? I literally bought that Rihanna and fucking.
But you never purchased Nicki Minaj album.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Neither have I.
Yeah,
and I never will. No, just to Nicki Minaj fans.
Yeah.
The Barbs.
I'll listen to that shit though. She got a couple bangers too.
I'll give it a spin.
She got a couple bangers too.
She could rap.
For
I'm not like hating on Nicki Minaj. I just think that like when it comes to Nicki Minaj, she is. I don't even really know, man.
Be careful, bro.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I gotta be careful, man, because these motherfuckers will come after me, dog. These bars will tear me up.
And then Nicki's gonna be on her podcast like, you know what?
Because I've been listening to her music because of all these people on my YouTube page are like, go listen to Nicki Minaj's music and you'll see that she's actually really dope. And she actually is really fucking dope.
Yeah.
And she actually might be fucking one of the greatest female rappers of all time, if not the greatest female rapper of all time. But that doesn't make her top 10 as a result.
Yeah.
And I think she's automatically in that top 10 list because she's female. And that's kind of like pandering and sexism. Based off the numbers, she's top 20, maybe top 30.
Yeah.
That's just me being real.
Yeah.
I love Nicki Minaj. I actually don't. I can't even say that honestly.
No, I love
she's
the
cool.
song. You know what song I do like?
fucks
The one with
Nicki Minaj.
Eminem. The one that she did with Eminem.
The Roman's Revenge song.
Yeah, that song is fire.
That song is funny.
That song is fire as fuck.
Yeah.
So I fuck with that song. But what's our next topic?
Yeah, let's get off these fucking rappers.
Let's get off these fucking rappers.
So actually, it's local. Richie Evans. We're talking about Richie Evans, and I've been meaning to post this on Quasar Qult, and I just haven't. I don't know. I've been busy, but he's basically like our kind of local spotlight, quote unquote. He dropped a song and has a full project out that features a song with Rick Ross.
Yeah,
Can't Knock the Hustle. We have a little clip right here for you to check out. It's loud. It's pretty dope, man. Like, it's really dope to see. Arizona. It's actually very inspiring. Make sure the sound's good real quick. Anyways, yeah, so I think that when it comes to Richie Evans, and just also in general when it comes to Arizona hip hop, because they had a pretty smooth campaign that popped off right around Super Bowl. They were doing billboards. They dropped this Rick Ross video. They got A-Dub shot the video, who's one of the most prominent videographers. Clean rollout, you know what I'm saying? But once again, like, Arizona doesn't necessarily like step up to the plate when it comes to supporting people. But they got Rick Ross in a single though, so I mean that's fucking fire as fuck. I think that fucking, if you have the bag to get somebody that notable that can fucking put you in the position to fucking win, you gotta do that shit, man. You gotta do that shit.
Nah, for sure. I feel it. I
think that also too when it comes to Arizona hip hop in general, there's a lot of fucking shit bubbling under the surface right now. Check out fucking AZ Way Too Active actually and what they've been doing. They've been having a lot of fucking killer ass shows and like working with like a fucking lot of great artists. I think they're bringing out Wi-Fi's funeral here pretty soon.
Oh, nice.
That's gonna be fucking crazy.
That's cool. Hell yeah.
Also, there's also just like fucking us. We're doing dope shit too over here at Star Can't Create Labs. We have our fucking open mic coming out here soon. I was gonna write on the board, but I didn't have time to write it, so that's why I'm not cutting to my close up a lot because it's just blank over here. But yeah, man, Arizona hip hop has like been through so much, and I think that now that the Super Bowl's over, and like that, like, I guess, how do I describe it? Fake hype, not fake hype, but like propped up hype is now all dead. It's now back to work. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like, okay, you don't have the fucking Super Bowl and fucking 100,000 people propping you up anymore.
Yeah.
It's time to fucking get the business and fucking the people who are cracking it are fucking gonna get it cracking or not. You know what I'm saying? And so what's nice about it is that we did get a nice boost. You know what I'm saying? We should all feel very confident about our city and our city's ability to fucking host major events. Yeah. And it should feel like this, feel like what the Super Bowl was, not all the time, but most of the time.
No, it was really cool. And I feel like they're going to be building that beach area out there in Glendale or somewhere right here.
Yeah. They're doing a lot of shit out there.
They're doing a lot of shit out here. So it's going to, I heard talks about them being like, oh, the weather was so great out here when we did the Super Bowl. We're thinking about doing it here again or something like that, or every year or I heard some type of talks like that. But if they were to do that, that would bring so much money, but so much traffic to the state.
Yeah, it would be a complete clusterfuck. But honestly, though, like that's like kind of what we hope for, and it's interesting because when I started working out here as a fucking multimedia artist or interacting with these people and doing shows and shit, I knew that I wanted this state to fucking be known for its entertainment. You know what I'm saying? And the Super Bowl weekend was a taste of that. Like what would happen if like Arizona / Phoenix turned into Hollywood. Yeah. Like what that would look like. That's basically what it would feel like.
Yeah, I feel that for sure.
And it's like, can y'all handle that? That shit was kind of exhausting, bro. There's a lot of shit going on. Yeah. You have fucking Fabulous and Drake and fucking Tupac holograms and fucking Michael Jackson's fucking skeleton and fucking Jason Derulo performing in fucking backyards and shit. It's wild, bro.
I feel like the unity just has to be different though.
Jason Derulo's everywhere though.
Like I hate that people I hate that people be like, oh, we gotta unify and blah blah blah. But then when we fucking support artists and shit, it's like, oh, you're dick riding.
What is your definition of unity in Arizona? Like, what does that look like to you?
I feel like that's just I feel like the unity should be like an equal understanding though. Like it shouldn't be just like if you support me, I'll support you. It should be like, I don't know. It shouldn't have to be explained. Like the people I feel like Atlanta doesn't have meetings about like, who's the hottest podcast or who's the hottest this or, making lists about this. Like they're out here making bangers and then,
I think they probably do though.
Do they?
I mean, like,
I don't feel like the scene. Our scene. I feel like our scene is very different, and I've heard plenty of people that have left this state like say that our scene is very different.
Like, I feel like there actually would be like more of that. Because I think like the problem is not necessarily like that exists. It's just that there's only so many people doing it. Because at the end of the day, the Arizona hip hop scene, in my opinion, and you guys can mark me wrong, what you guys love to fucking do or not, is pretty fucking small.
Yeah.
Like, relatively speaking. Like, when you think about people who are actually active out here supporting Arizona hip hop and that, like, wholly, it's probably, like, less than maybe 20,000. Maybe. And the Arizona Hip Hop Festival kind of proves that. Yeah. Because I know that they haven't really done more than that at any of their fucking festivals, which is, don't get me wrong, because you motherfuckers love to jump. I'm not knocking them. I'm just saying that that's about right.
Yeah.
20,000 to maybe on a good day, 30,000 active people in Arizona who are supporting Arizona hip hop.
Yeah.
And are like, I fuck with Arizona hip hop and I'm listening to these artists and I'm going to these shows and I'm doing this and that.
But I feel like
it's just a small number, bro. It's a fucking small number, especially when you compare that to other scenes, right? Where it's like you have scenes like, I don't know, fucking LA. You know what I'm saying? There's probably like,
I feel like
that number's probably closer to like 2 or 3 million supporting the scene.
I don't know what like, I feel like how many people do you know are like out here like actually unifying and then blowing up? Like
unifying then blowing up or blowing
like,
up then unifying?
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. Like, futuristic. He wasn't out here like rallying the people. He was out here making videos with Jake Owens doing his thing. Like, I feel like the unifying is like unifying with someone who understands the story or like understands the goal.
What would futuristic have to do though for that to be like considered unifying?
That's what I'm saying though. Like,
because he did do like events like
he did, but it was after
Who's Next events and all that. I think that's what it's called. And like all these different things, and he did like put a couple artists on. Like there was a point in time where I believe that he had a couple of houses and this and that.
You're right.
So it's like, I mean, that's what I'm saying. When it comes to unity, it's like it's like the entities exist. Like the people who need to do stuff are out here doing the things that they need to do, but they have to understand that like it's not. I don't know. Like we're not the scene to do the things that we want to do when it comes to unity on a grand scale. I think people are linking up, right? People are linking up doing this and that, and we're seeing these like Marvel team ups, right?
Yeah.
If you want to use like a superhero metaphor, right? We're all heroes out here doing our individual things, but then we see the occasional Marvel team up.
Yeah.
And that's what happens. But we're not seeing like Avenger level events.
Exactly.
And we need to see more Avenger level events. We need to see more festivals with local artists on it. We need to see more news publications reporting these artists. We need to see this and that. Like the podcasters and the bloggers.
Like it's just hate though, bro. I feel like a lot of the time, like how many times have you seen Mega Ran in New York in Phoenix Times, and then like it's like people. I've heard plenty of people be like, "Who's Mega Ran? Who Mega Ran? I'm not trying to hear nothing from Mega Ran." Like it's like, bro, people are out here winning. Like why not champion those who are winning? You know what I'm saying? Like even it's as simple as like. It's as simple like how you said, teaming up and having those people that understand. But I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think when it comes to hip hop in general in Arizona, it's such a weird phrase.
Yeah,
Arizona hip hop, because when you ask them, the average person in America about hip hop, they're not going to think about Arizona.
Exactly.
So
that's my point.
And that's something that we kind of have to accept when it comes to like being on a unified front. And I think that my theory, it's not a theory, but it's just something I talk about all the time, is the fact that Arizona is a melting pot.
Yeah. And
we have to embrace the fact that we're all different. Embrace the fact that we all have different sounds. And embrace the fact that we aren't going to have leaders and followers and all that bullshit. Because honestly, we don't need that, especially in the day and age when we have the internet popping the way that's popping right now. Anybody can blow up on TikTok immediately with a couple of fucking tweets and a couple of fucking hashtags.
Yeah.
And so what does it mean to fucking have unity when the internet is really what you want to target, or not even really the internet, but just like the world, right?
Yeah.
You want to unify the world, Joey. The whole fucking world, man.
Bro, it's because it's like, that's what I think about. I think about the grand scale. It's not about, oh, Arizona and this. It's like, nah. It's like, come on, bro. I don't know. It's weird. And then when you support other artists, it's like they call it dick writing. It's not.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I hate. It's like y'all want to say unify, but then when I'm like out here championing another artist, or you're fucking, champion somebody, it's like, why you dick writing? Like, bro, stop telling me to unify, and then you want to say that I'm dick writing. It's like, I'm not.
It's just,
you know what I mean?
It's jealousy what it comes down to, because
And a lot of the times, sorry to cut you off, but a lot of the times it's like when people make a list, it's like, nah, bro, I'm the best rapper. Why didn't you put me up there? Or why didn't you put me up here? I dropped this month. Why didn't you pay attention to me? It's like a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Do better promo.
I feel that. I be feeling that way sometimes. I mean, I'm older now. Like I definitely am sliding into the old head OG category when it comes to rap music nowadays. Like, I'm not running and gunning with these kids anymore, but when I was out here shooting the shit and pew, being worried about that shit, I would get mad when motherfuckers didn't put me on their fucking list after I dropped fucking dope ass albums and put out music and did all these crazy runs and put out these videos that I know you motherfuckers saw.
Yeah. And
I'm out here tagging you in the videos and sending you the videos, and you're like, I'm gonna skip over that. But see, that's when I started to realize, though, that like, well, what are we really doing here? You know, we're saying we're championing our friends and our family and the people that we fuck with and the people we grew up with and the people that we admire because we want them to see us and things like that. And that's just life. You know what I'm saying? That's that. I don't think that's like even like an Arizona thing. It's just like, it's just a life thing. As us as humans, we want to fucking impress those that we like.
I feel like just the perception of being an artist is very like misunderstood by a lot of people. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like they want to put out a song and they're like, respect me, I'm dope, blah. It's like, nah, bro.
Because I did it, right?
Yeah, because I did it. It's like, nah, bro. Like I said, all I'm saying is promo and marketing. Because like once you're at a grand scale or at a different level, nobody can tell you shit. To be honest,
this is facts.
It's like nobody can tell you anything, and it's like, why are you on a computer arguing with people on social medias about lists and stuff that are like local when it's like when there's literally like you said, a world out there, bro. Yes, it's like I'm trying to hit the world, not the fucking.
Yeah, I mean, we're also addicted to the social media aspect of it too, because for some reason, social media became a metric for our success when it comes to our art. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I can understand that when it comes to actual art, like paintings and pictures and stuff like that. When you post on Instagram and you fucking get a bunch of fucking likes and follows and shit like that, that's dope. But on Instagram with your music, doesn't necessarily mean anything, right?
Yeah.
Especially like when it comes to social media, because one, it's so easy to fake your numbers, and two, just because someone follows you doesn't mean they're there to support you. Oftentimes they're following you because they don't like you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when you think about, I don't know who the most followed person on Twitter is, but I know Elon Musk is pretty high on that list. So for like Elon Musk, for example, a lot of people follow him because they like him and they fucking, I want to be rich like him, I want to listen to him, and I'm going to follow his shit. But a lot of people follow Elon Musk because they don't like that motherfucker.
Yeah.
And they're looking for opportunity. They hate on that motherfucker.
Yeah.
And they're waiting for him to say some stupid shit.
Look at this goofy ass robot he just built.
They're looking for him to say some dumb shit so they can fucking screenshot it and be like, look at this stupid ass motherfucker. This is the richest person on the planet.
Look at his square head.
We're so doomed. Because the only way you're going to get that information is when he puts it out there, right?
Oh my God. Yeah.
And so that's why I think about it with social media, because I think about my followers. I have, if you look at my page, I got 5,000 followers on my fucking shit. Some shit like that. Some number around there. And so I'm like, okay, shit. A lot of people see my shit. But I also know that a lot of people out there don't fucking like me. I got beef with a lot of people who fucking got, not trying to say they're going to throw hands or anything like that, but yeah, who knows?
Every post you be making, they don't say nothing negative. They only say something negative.
Exactly. I mean, those are a different type of person. Those are people who are addicted to the argument.
Yeah.
Which I was during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Bruh, that shit was fucking getting me high as fuck, man. Being like, are we arguing about riots? Click. Well, actually, motherfucker. Yeah. I was actually in my way through the pandemic. I lost a lot of friends on Facebook just because we were fucking fighting about stupid shit.
I feel that. Then we made a movie.
The Bond. I don't know. But no, it's when it comes to being an artist, putting your shit out there and waiting for people to respond to it, like the haters that are out there and all that shit. Like, you don't really nowadays, you don't know who the fuck is listening to your shit.
Yeah.
Like, you're not keeping track of that shit. I could drop a song right now and have 100 fucking listeners, and 75 of them would be motherfuckers who are like, fuck Jaron Ikner. But I'm gonna go and see a fucking 100 views and be like, oh shit, that's tight.
Yeah.
Either way, you're getting paid, right? If you got if you have the channel set up properly, so it doesn't really matter. And that's why the whole concept is like, oh, you know, haters are your biggest followers, because that's kind of facts. You know what I'm saying, like, these motherfuckers will follow you, if fucking will listen to all your shit, read all your posts and shit. They might not like the posts, but they're gonna click on the link.
It's funny because I literally, I went on my Instagram the other day, and I have like 2,800 followers or some shit like that. And I unfollowed like 1,000 people, bro. I have like 500 followers. I mean, I'm following like 500 people, and like,
why'd you unfollow those people?
Because none of them are active with me.
I said, fuck these motherfuckers.
Yeah, I'm like,
fuck off.
I'm like, why is that? Why is it that every post that I have, these motherfuckers are not liking my shit? Like, I don't know none of them. They're just ghosted. They're just ghost followers. Honestly, I had this app, and it told me that they were ghost followers, so I just unfollowed them bitches. See, and a lot of them though were like dub accounts, like people that haven't posted in like 4 years. So it's like, why am I following them? You know what I'm saying? So I did a lot of that, but
like, it makes your numbers look more impressive too if you have a better ratio. Yeah, if the ratio's hot. Yeah, saying that follower to follow ratio, keep that shit fucking low, son. Keep that following ratio low compared to the follower ratio.
Yeah, there's motherfuckers out there that got like 10,000. They're following like 8,000 people, and they got like 4,000 followers.
3 people, and it's like me, myself, and God.
Fuck,
or some shit like that. But now, like, even with like Twitter though, it's like I love the fact that you can just kind of talk shit to anybody on Twitter. But that's part of it too, though. Like, Twitter is like a fucking like hate engine. If you want to fucking get haters, go on Twitter and post some bullshit. These haters will pop out and be like, son, actually, and we'll actually your ass into the fucking another dimension. And like, being someone like Elon Musk, or being someone like, I don't know, Kim Kardashian, or someone like Kanye West or something like that, it's so easy to trigger people through social media, because it's like, oh, you know, what was I trying to say? There's so many, it's so easy to get followers and like people who just like kind of fall into the same ideology. We're seeing this happening like constantly with like incels and fucking like hate groups and all this bullshit. But the same thing happens to hip hop too, where there's motherfuckers who were just like so ingrained in like old school hip hop traditions who will defend Jay-Z for fucking against bullshit, because it's like, oh, well, Jay-Z fucking dropped Volume 3 and had this, and he had a song with Timberland, and you know, he's the greatest rapper. He said this song, you know what I'm saying? This bar that he said means that he's the 7th son of fucking Judah or something. I don't know. Motherfuckers, if you just read the comments in my fucking page on YouTube about these people who are defending Jay-Z, it's crazy because these motherfuckers are like, you don't understand. You're not highbrow enough to understand Jay-Z. And like, I get it. I'm pretty smart, dog. I'm pretty educated.
Yeah.
I'm pretty smart. Doesn't mean that he's not dope. And with local artists too, it's like the same kind of vibe where it's like, going back to what you're saying with the unity thing, like, I fuck with artists who are fucking willing to tell their story in a genuine way and reach fans in a genuine way. That's basically it. If you happen to be from Arizona, tight.
Yeah.
I try not to be like, oh, you're from Arizona, now let's see what fucking you can do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because it's not like oh, like, I don't go up to people like, yo, what's good, bro? I'm an Arizona artist. Like, what? Like, I don't, like, it's just like, yo, I'm an artist. That's cool. Like, okay, cool.
But do you think, like, with the whole unity concept, that, like, that almost should be the case?
What, that I'm an Arizona artist?
Yeah. While you're in, like, at least while you're in Arizona territory. It's almost like a club, right? Like, maybe there's a secret handshake involved.
I mean,
like,
when you think about it.
Put your A's up or something like that.
Put your A's up. I mean, like, when you think about it, okay, I guess, but I feel like there has to be like a champion. Like when Kanye came out and Chicago was on heat because of Kanye.
Yeah.
It's like they championed that one person. I don't feel like
that's still a thing. But
who's who would you say the champions out here though? Like,
we're not gonna have that conversation.
That's my point. Is like because then we're gonna get offending. We're gonna get to offending people.
What I'll say though, because like I remember I had this conversation like maybe I don't know, we'll say like 8 years ago, and I said that concept is dead. Where it's like, oh, putting a city on and being the champion in the city, that's not a thing anymore. And then what ended up happening was j.cole and North Carolina fucking got it bussin'.
Yeah,
they went crazy. That I don't know what year that was. It was like what, like 3 years ago, when it was like the baby and fucking j.cole, and then fucking he dropped like the Dreamville album, and all these motherfuckers are popping off. There was like 20 rappers coming from North Carolina, and they popped off.
Yeah,
and I mean, when I say pop off, I mean they were hot at the time, because a lot of these rappers are not really popping now.
That's what I was trying to say though.
But they tried though.
Point.
I'm saying, if Arizona like went on a run, right? Like if Arizona was like, yo, let's put like some investor, like let's say Elon Musk is sitting around like, I'm gonna fuck around and make a wild investment, and throws $50 million into Arizona hip hop.
Yeah,
and then is like, okay, so now we have $50 million. We're gonna put on 5 artists, and we're gonna give them $10 million each, and make them this fucking craziest budget ever. We're gonna get Lady Gaga on a song with this motherfucker over here, which can go nuts. And then, like, do you think that would put Arizona on, or do you think it would be like a flash in the pan, like the North Carolina movement? And maybe there'd be a couple left, like the baby, who would still be on if he didn't like Ether himself.
There's an artist, I can't remember her name right now, but there's an artist out here who's like super fire and like has like over 1 million like followers on all types of like, I can't remember her name, but like
in Phoenix.
Yeah, nobody talks about her ever, bro. I can't remember the name. I'm
sure there's probably several artists who are like that out here.
But that's my point, though. Is like it's like nobody cares about that. Why are we arguing about this unity shit when it's like, bro, just win? That's the whole point. Is like at the end of the day, like I don't feel like Futuristic was like, oh, let me go ahead and put 1,000. Oh no, never mind. I'm gonna stop talking about Futuristic because he did. He did do that. But it's like,
so is her numbers based off of her location?
Who are we talking about? That girl?
The girl.
No, and that's my point.
I'm like
that's my point.
The hottest rapper in Phoenix, and so everybody's gravitating to her because she's from Phoenix.
No, that's my point. Is that like nobody was like, oh, where's she from? No, like where is she from? Like
I'm from the stars, bitch.
Exactly. It's like nah, like she's dope though. I can't remember her name. Like
this is why AI's gonna take over, because I don't even remember fucking. Have we talked about Michaela on the fucking podcast before?
Who?
Michaela, the fucking fake digital chick that's an artist.
Nah.
Oh, okay. So let's talk about Michaela just real quick. So I'm not even sure she's still popping, because I know this was like an experiment that they fucking did. But Michaela is basically like made by this company, I think is called like Brood or Bruv or something like that. And essentially what it is, it's like literally just like a digital character. But the chick talks and she sings, and like she has a fucking YouTube channel, and she drops YouTube videos in the same style that YouTube people do, and she like interacts with people. She's appeared at the Teen Choice Awards and like et cetera, so forth. She's done all these things, right? But she also raps and she sings and she dances and shit, and she's dropped albums and put out music and shit. And like she's entirely AI created, even though the voice is like a real person, but like all the lyrics and all her voice is like AI created, et cetera, so forth. And it's like almost like an avatar almost, and like she changes up her look for different videos and shit. And it's like, man, this is like kind of future. Because at the end of the day, like we're not gonna really give a fuck about who's creating the music or where it's. Right now, we don't care where the music's coming from.
Dang, we're not though.
Well, I mean, based off of what we're talking about, I'm getting sci-fi on you, son. Bro, we're getting Black Mirror, son.
I just saw the what's it called? This video of an artist using the Kendrick Lamar AI thing.
Yeah, and
it sounds like him, but I can hear it where I'm like, I couldn't enjoy this. Where I can be like, it's a Kendrick Lamar AI. It's like, nah, bro, I wouldn't be able to enjoy it because I heard the like chops in his voice and like the inconsistencies.
Right now, give it 2 years.
I guess you're right.
That's the thing, though. It's like, I feel like, based off of what we're talking about right now, just the evolution of what's happening, like, we don't care. We used to care where the artist came from.
Dang.
But now we don't care where the artist comes from because of the internet. Eventually, over time, Black Mirror shit, we're going to stop caring who the artist actually is.
Yeah.
And we're just going to be wanting to fucking listen to the music. And how, like, doesn't matter if fucking Kendrick Lamar actually wrote the song or not. Is it a good song?
Mm-hmm.
How do we judge good songs? It's gonna get weird, man. Shit's gonna get fucking weird as hell
Yeah.
in fucking the next coming years as AI starts to really mature and we're seeing all the. Because I honestly, if I'm being dead honest, as much as I love AI, as much as AI is changing my life right now, I believe that we jumped the gun a little bit on the rollout. I believe that honestly, like the powers that be, the Illuminati, whoever, they fucking were like, yo, let's start with the fucking images though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it was. When you look back at it, like, if we started with the chat GPT and they came out with this shit, we all be like, oh, fuck that, bro. We're not fucking with that shit.
Yeah.
But they started with the images.
Yeah.
And we were out here making, like, selfies, looking like the Pharaoh and shit. And we're like, man, this shit's fucking lit, bro. This shit's fucking tight.
I didn't do
AI
that
is
shit
so
at all.
cool, man. AI is so cool. And they're like,
that.
bro, you like AI? You like AI images? Dude, check this shit out, bro. This shit right here, this chat GPT, it's like drugs almost.
Bro, but it's because, like, it was funny because, we had mentioned before, like, a year ago, we were doing AI shit. We were doing that fucking, you know, we were using these AI apps that we have on our phones for stuff, you know?
Absolutely.
And we were, like, already like, oh, shit. But then when we saw the images come out, we were like, nah, son.
The images are fire, though.
They were, but it's because, like, bro, did you do it?
Are you talking about the Lensa thing? No, I didn't do the Lensa thing. I was already fucking with Midjourney though. I already am fucking with Midjourney.
No, but I'm not talking.
Like,
no.
Like,
I'm talking about
the app.
I'm talking about the app.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the app. No,
I'm talking about all of it. Honestly,
no, yeah, creating the images and being able to do that shit. Yeah, that's fire.
That was the sneaky shit though.
That's
it's
crazy.
So fire. It's
yeah,
like,
it is.
Bro, hold up. I can make a fucking pink unicorn on top of a mountain eating fucking a cheeseburger. Mm-hmm. Fucking wife. And they'd be like, yeah, we can do all the parts for the fucking wife part. We're trying to keep it PG.
Yeah.
Here you go, son.
Yeah, there you go,
like, oh,
son.
shit,
Pow.
son. You did that in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I would have to pay somebody like $500 for that.
And it would have been like, and they give you like 5 different versions.
Yeah, right?
It's
5
like,
different styles. Pick one.
Yeah.
We could remix that shit for you. Click the button.
Yeah.
Then it's just fucking hot.
Yeah.
They're like, like I said, it's like a drug. Cause now I'm like, oh shit, that's just fucking crazy. They're like, oh dog, you're hooked to that shit, huh? Mm-hmm. You like making them selfies? Dog, try this chat GPT right here, bro. Try that shit out. Okay, let me try shit. Holy shit. You can just do everything for me right now. Holy shit. Yeah, bro, get hooked on that. We'll be back. We'll be back in like 60 days with some crazy hot shit.
Guess what? You gotta plug this in your ear and
and it's like, bro, I don't know, man.
Son.
Watch. PlayStation 7. PlayStation 7 is an AI fucking chip that goes in your brain. You ready? How much does it cost?
It costs $8,000 to surgically implant it into your head.
They'll be like $599, bro. Like shit,
$599
because they'll sell out, and it won't be for sale for like 2 years. And you start thinking about it because you'll start seeing people like, bro, PlayStation fucking 7, dog. You don't have one? Check this out. Whoa, play it right now. Whoa. Like having a seizure and shit. Like, what you doing, bro? I'm playing PlayStation 7.
Having a seizure.
It's like, that shit looks kind of rough. Like, nah, that shit's fun, bro. I mean, I'm getting older, man. I always joke about this shit with my wife where I'm like, bro, like, plug me in. If I'm dying, go ahead and plug me into the Matrix, dog.
Facts. I feel that too.
Like, I'm kind of like more and more inclined to that because, like, death is a scary thought, man. I just need someone to come back from the dead and be like, yo, this is what it's like.
Yeah.
And they might be like, that shit was terrible, bro. Don't go there.
Don't go there. Or then be like, nah, when I was there, I was on a different plane of consciousness. And
that's what I hope.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like some wild shit, you know, where there's like an actual.
It's crazy. It's bliss.
Yeah. Not even, I don't know. I just don't like the idea of.
It's like having an orgasm nonstop.
Yeah, I feel it.
Imagine having an orgasm, you're at your peak, and it's just that forever. PlayStation 7. All right. Let's wrap this shit up. We got open mic night coming up fucking what is it? March 8th.
March 8th, yeah.
I'm gonna write it on here actually. You guys can see this now.
Boom. Did you hit the switch?
No.
You should have hit the switch on, bro.
First and then hit the switch because
I just hit
I'm ghetto. I just hit the switch.
Nah, fuck that.
Switch.
We say we don't have a switch. Nah, we don't. Watch me switch.
Yeah, that's the remix.
Yeah.
You mix into that. Speaking of mixing, I've been DJing lately. That's been fun.
You got to do that. You got to do. I just flipped the switch. We don't have a switch. Nah.
Yeah. Boom. All right. So here we go. So yeah, when I switched over to here real quick like that, you'll see that there's a little thing on the board right here that says open mic March 8th at Star Camp. And what you can do is actually sign up I believe there's a sign up at StarCamp, creativelabs.com. Go there. There's a link. Click on there, and you can fucking sign up. And basically, what we're doing is how this is going to work. Hopefully, if enough people show up, is that you can sign up, play 2 songs, and Joey and I are basically going to be the judges, because we're the ones that run this shit. So no, fuck y'all.
Yeah.
But we also might pick a couple of people from the crowd.
Yeah.
Like some random people. Maybe. I'm not sure how that would work. And then be like, hey, who do you like the most? Like, you gotta kind of get a vibe. Because the whole reason why we're doing this is because we want to try to make sure that we're maintaining the quality of our shows, and we want to make sure we're finding new talent.
Yeah.
We don't want to keep booking the same people over and over again. That's actually one of my biggest fears, is like booking the same people over and over again, because that's what we constantly see with like everybody out there. Like, hell, I was doing it for a while. Like, it gets easy to just book the same 20 acts over and over again and rotates them over fucking 5 shows. Nah, son, I want to get new, fresh talent on every fucking shit. Not every shit, but as much shit as possible.
Yeah, we actually had a new artist pop up at the last open mic, so
We had 2 artists pop up.
Yeah.
So I'm actually gonna reach out to them. Like, yo, you pull up to this fucking open mic, man. Fucking potentially win $50.
Yeah.
And get yourself a Quasar Qult package, which includes an interview. I haven't decided if it's going to be a video interview or a written interview, or maybe both.
Yeah.
But it'll go on QuasarQult.com.
Yeah.
And then, we'll share that to our team and our peoples and be like, yo, this guy's dope. Check him out.
Yeah.
You also get a slot on Campfire 3, which is lit because, that's a paid slot. And you also get fed VIP, probably some Uchiwalis. We got games. Campfire is our pinnacle peak situation that we do over here at fucking Star Camp. You want to be at a Campfire event. So you get to be on that as an artist performing. You also get a Yam Pack. That's not coined yet, but I'm going to start calling them Yam Packs. You get a Yam Pack, which includes probably like some pre-rolls, maybe some Jeters, maybe some edibles, maybe some fucking crack. Just kidding. We don't crack in there. Just kidding.
Only the legal shit, bro.
Only legal shit. Some ain't doing no crack. You get to also get the money too. I said money. Yeah. So you get all that shit. So you should sign up. Pull up. It's from 7 to, what did that say? 7 to 10.
7 to 10.
7 to 10. 3-hour situation. We're basically going to let you guys come in around 7 o'clock, get used to the place. Sign up ends at 8:30. So after 8:30 is when we start the talent. Basically, you get to rock 2 songs. Around 9:45 to around 10 o'clock, we will announce a winner. I think is how we're going to do that. Or we might not announce a winner that night and maybe announce it on our page the next day.
Bet.
And that way people don't try to stab us. Motherfucking hot! Hot! I'm the best!
Yep.
Might happen. And so, it should be fun, man. I'm looking forward to that. And we're trying to do this more often. Like, the whole idea with the open mic is that ideally, if we do this right, we'll be doing open mic every week. Letting you guys pull up to our spot, this beautiful location. I think one of my favorite things about what we've done here is how many people compliment the location.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, oh, this spot's so dope. This spot's so dope. It looks so dope. It's a vibe here. It feels good here.
The biggest
Those are things
compliment
that make my fucking
Yeah, the biggest one that I appreciate is when they say that it feels really homey.
Yeah.
Like, it's like you feel welcomed here. You know what I'm saying?
We flipped this place in 5 weeks, and honestly, we put like a lot of love and energy during those 5 weeks into this spot. And I think that it's really felt when people come into this building, which is why it's like I just want more people in this building to come here and experience that shit, because made some beautiful shit here. So anyways, with that said, let's get the fuck out of here.
Hell yeah, that's a good place to end. We're like at an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah, we went bonus round on y'all.
Again.
We love y'all. But make sure you check us out, QuasarQult.com.
Yep.
We'll see you all later. One love. Peace, bitches.
Peace.